is sponsored by Gold's Gym.
Now is the time to grab a chair and start working on your summer body. It's springtime. Fitness expert Justin Swafford is joining us with some tips and some exercises that can help you tone up just by using that chair. And we're going to do the upper body.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is start off with basically just a push-up on the actual chair.
And you can use any chair you got at home.
Yeah, exactly right. Basically, this is for if you can't get as low to the ground, but you can just kind of go down and come right back up. Okay?
Is there a benefit to using the chair instead of using the ground?
If you have any type of injuries, like I said, where you can't get that vertical or parallel with the ground,
right?
It's pretty hard to get down there up. So you can use a chair, a counter, whatever you want to use.
Just as effective?
Just as effective.
All right.
Exactly.
So normal push-ups we can use?
So normal push-ups we could use, and then we're going to kind of make these a little harder with some decline.
Okay.
So right here, put your feet on the chair.
This
you want to go
tough.
down, keep your feet or your abs real close together, tighten all the way down.
Is that a lot harder than a normal push-up? It looks difficult watching you do this.
It's not as easy as a normal push-ups, but also, again, that's to kind of ramp it up, to make it a little bit more strenuous, a little bit hard.
And do we want to do this as a circuit? You know, go ahead and rotate
that would be great.
through,
Yeah, go through those circuits. You know, you can even lay a weight on your back to make it harder. There's all kinds
Work
of
your way into that, maybe.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
How long do you want to be doing those push-ups? You know, a certain number or a certain time?
I'd like to start out with about 15, right? Kind of a nice warm up. And then maybe with the counter push-ups or you know, the chair push-ups, kind of do about 15 of those and then ramp up to the bigger ones.
Okay, any other upper body exercises?
So we're gonna do those abs, right? Summertime coming out, beach time, six-pack.
Yes.
So we wanna get down on the chair. We wanna lean back, okay, like you're kind of reclining, and you wanna push your legs straight out.
Okay.
All right, and that's gonna tighten that core.
And again, I asked the same thing. Is it more difficult to do on the chair than it would be on the ground, or is this the same kind of issue if just you have trouble getting down?
Exactly, same type of issue. If you have trouble getting all the way down, you can still work that core. You can still have a great workout with that.
No excuses.
Absolutely not.
Any other core exercises using the chair?
So, you know what? I think the best, a really good exercise is kind of, again, back in that push.
Right.
But going into that plank.
Okay.
You know, as far as holding that plank into that counter chair again.
Yes.
And then you can kind of switch arms.
And what's amazing is
just
using a chair, doing something different, kind of gets the workout feeling a little more excited than staying on the floor and doing the same thing. Well, we saw some upper body exercises right here. We're going to keep you around. Our fitness expert is going to be here to show some lower body exercises coming up in just a little bit. So stay with us for that. Some more chair workouts.
Get Fit with Fox is sponsored by Gold's Gym.
Well, we are back this morning with fitness expert Justin Swafford. In this hour, he's got a chair workout for us, and we did upper body earlier. We're taking it to the lower body.
Definitely. So the first thing we're going to do is basically a squat, but using this, you know, this jump box to kind of make our form better.
And you can use the jump box, a chair, a bench,
anything,
you name
anything.
It.
So the most important part of going down is making sure your knees don't go past your toes. So when you're going down, that kind of helps give you that leverage, exactly where you need to go. Good idea just to kind of tap and then come straight back up.
You don't actually want to sit.
No, you don't actually want to sit down, you know, have a cup of coffee, just relax.
That kind of takes the squat part out of it, I guess.
Exactly right, exactly right.
I had to ask. How many of those do we want to do?
You know, a good 10, 15 to start out, like I said, again, and then you can move that chair away as you get better and then kind of go more into that deeper squat.
Okay. So, and again, we talked about circuits for the upper body. Is that what we want to do with the lower body as well? Exactly
right. It's a good idea to run through these. You know, the last two are a little bit harder, so kind of ramping up as we go through.
And you warned me you're going to get out of breath when you do these last two, so I should get all my hard questions for you out right now before we get into this.
We weren't supposed to say all that, but yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
To be honest, you should be out of breath. It's important to note that, you know, you're not going to do these and not feel anything.
Exactly right. Exactly right. We want to make sure that we are doing something when we're working out. It's not just an empty exercise.
Exactly. All right. So let's take it up a notch. Let's see some of these others.
So then these are going to be just lunges. So we're going to stand out. You want to get a good balance because you're going to go on one toe or one foot, excuse me. And then you want to also make sure your core is tight. That helps out. And that just goes straight down into that squat again.
Okay. And is form important on this? You know, I would think with your back, your core, your knees, you want to be careful.
Very important. Making sure. Also, you know, this is a big balancing exercise as well. So, you know, maybe the clown can help with that a little bit. So
they're pretty good.
Definitely one of those scenarios. We want to make sure we have that going on.
Okay. And again, how many of those?
Again, 10 to 15, you know, to start out with. You can always ramp that up as you do more, as you get kind of a little bit better at that. Also going lower or higher.
Right.
Same scenario.
All right, let's take a look at the third one.
All right, so the third one's going to be a jump. So we want to get that explosive power out of our... No, I hope I don't jump over. So we're going to get explosive power out of our legs, so coming straight up, just to jump on the box step, okay? Then come back down. Now, the third one is kind of what you can do after you get to there. So when you come up, going back down into a burpee, so jumping all the way down, kicking all the way out, coming back up. And then you want to continue that.
If you notice yourself feeling a little weak, a little tingly, do you need to be careful as you're jumping up?
So definitely, always start out. A lot of people hit those shins on this. You know, they get that shin injury.
Do you stop at that point, or you just got to work through that?
You want to make sure that you're starting out lower. So if you don't feel comfortable jumping on something this high, you want to kind of jump a little bit where you can.
Right.
So kind of use your common knowledge.
Hey, that makes sense. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. You did a great job, too.
Thank you.
Hardly out of breath. Pretty impressive.